Enjoy Chester County, Wapakama Campground, for the wireless tube. First off, company 39, company 37, respond 14 and 48. Respond to company 44.
One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the James Madison Dukes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus will be excited at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Down the kid.
Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside the 15, here comes a return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
And it's the James Madison Dukes versus Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
This bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Drops back on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Turning it on. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to
shit.
momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you
Still made it.
6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And they did tack on the extra point. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Finding themselves down 7-0, it'll have to get a drive going here. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Handoff to the single running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, and get the first down.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This definitely is you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they've got to find the quarterback down. gets something going offensively. So far, a positive for both teams.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, they're just throwing an incompletion. So 3rd in California.
Also got 8:30 en route to Station 2. Just in case, probably just to get that up.
First half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Running inside, it's Danzy. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains. If you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man.
Rides to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just to nullify.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
No, it's just such a missed opportunity for this offense. It's 3rd and 1.
Detroit, Hampton County, Special Officers, 39, years,
You just like to think
They're being hard now. All the way at the end of the lot towards Custom. I'm not sure if you have a place to launch here. I'll go be right in the air. Just be in here. I'll get back with you. All right, we're at the beach right now.
He's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch or get the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes are not thrown over the end zone. You've got to read the coverage.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to run out there. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been a slow start. They really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need to find some way to wear themselves out.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not even one of the slow starts until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
39, Special Officers.
Myers to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Notre Dame goes onto the field ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And listen,
Yeah, 3 minutes down here towards the main bridge. Temptation comes down this way.
go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You guys football or stuff with you?
College football starts next Saturday. No, wait, 2 weeks, I think, the 29th. Did you hear me?
Trying to march it. He's straight down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line.
1457, already I'm working on the other team.
They've made it tough. Now the offense faces 3rd and goal. The Steelers scores.
I tell you what, listen, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete that just dictates to the defense. He'll be ready to go 6.
And the extra point is blue, and the lead moves to 21. On that scoring drive, 4 plays. Travis finished off with a quarterback
Cfb27. Last name will be Diaz. Go ahead.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
Well, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
10-4, so I do have to get G42 coming from Calgary.
47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Just G39.
Sack at the 47.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why the Hawks find themselves in the hole here in the first half is
Okay, I'm going to go ahead on this thing. Could be Rush and he's doing the scene over there.
For the 4th time today. He's wrapped up after a 7-yard on the pick. Got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
First is your point 4, James 1458.
There you go.
defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job.
There you go. That's my first pick.
37, 14, 59.
General Coffee, utility 37's around. With both. Coffee impact one.
Utility 37, that's correct. 14.
They'll move the tight end.
Good.
Carrier, 7, that shows valid. 2975, not clear.
They stop him almost immediately. Short down there. Still moving around, cover to pick up the first. And the defense has second and short to keep this drive moving.
Utility 37
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. After that sack, no line there, giving it to third down coming.
39. You copy this.
Knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarter. We're still in the first half, and this guy, all the interceptions he's thrown, all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Carr on play action.
Oh, shit. Carr's ass.
Can swing momentum.
On that game,
On a return, this defense has set them up with a big play. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Rashad Downs going up top. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare. He is not waking up. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Will do. Continue about reach my
Going to the line, it's Danzig. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is trying to help out the quarterback. He's throwing interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now. Loading the box, everybody up front is ready for the
Mouthpiece wasn't even in.
Need to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Burrowing for yardage. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense is in a really good position on the ball game.
This deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all.
that time. First down and goal. I bet you the percentages are really high if you run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Moves to his right. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting it.
And the holdover, they fake it, goes to the tight end. And I guess they thought they'd find a field goal block kidnapping. They were wide away when they come up with the stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and working through all the bodies in traffic. There's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Keller. He stops just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Press center down, going to the air. That's caught. It's Keller. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time on target.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Right side, it's Keller. And they'll
Uh-oh, bud.
first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter.
Where you want to drop in the bridge?
Okay, continue.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll send it back in motion. Wants to throw one first. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw again. The short hands, it's Keller. And a sweet catch and a nice game gets it down to the 30-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first and 10. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the
Then they kept turning the TV off.
Nice job by the defense. Two straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. After the
That dude's over on my sideline without pads. Wonder what's going on.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a man.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the offense.
him for making the catch on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football team, I think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Garcia, Jim Brockney, Lou Holmes. Those guys will love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in the pocket dust, hearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Got some green grass. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Can't get to the red. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just 1 yard away from moving the chains.
15,006, Paradise Street. Richard Mays, Salem, Football, 515, 1509.
Short yard situation, you got it close to 4 inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
Now back in there, and he moves the sticks, and a 4th down decision pays off big time. This is a design run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. That'll be no gain on the play. Ball drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Throwing. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Buying a little time to his left. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
That's an area that the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive. Man, down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence. Down the road, I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hans taking the squibber. Did you hear it, bud?
Return out to the 36. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Keller.
Doing there.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Look at on Riverbank, doesn't see anything.
Press shut it down, going up top.
Go down there.
Has to close this off his back foot. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the ball and has them ready to go from inside the 10. Here's the snap. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked...
Touchdown, James Madison! Fed in the window for the score.
1512 1500 Paradise Street, Midland, 0 female.
And And it's up and
Maybe the email brown base.
good.
We don't have it in.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they keep things moving with a 9-yard touchdown pass. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. With the catch, it's Washington. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Carr. Working the big fella to the corner. He stopped just a chain length or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Passing game kept his drive going. Let's see if they try it again. Back on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drive.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. This time he's got it. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. To the air again, Carr. Got his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Send the tight end in motion. Lost a throw again. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Keller. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. Can't hang on after the hit. They'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Play action, Carr fires to the wideout. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Long way to go, 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Carr. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're...
Oh, they're faking it. Fires it. And the
Are you kidding me?
incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little place for your running.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Blowing Carr. In the backfield, it's Washington. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 2nd and long here. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Carr. On target to the left. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. C.J. Carr firing again. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 3rd. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time for one.
Me, I think.
Wants to throw one first. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keller. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half as we head to the studio for halftime.
Half 1.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Right now, it's a great missile there.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hauls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Back to pass, it's Carr. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21. Fresh set of downs going up top. Reels it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He'll try to tie on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They made the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start with a strike.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces the fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Play fake, Carr. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The fake wants to throw. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that, yeah, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here's Carr to throw. Finds a man on the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against the air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done being out on that last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls where you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Second down, goes forward. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Breaks into the open. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition, how they're keeping an eye on all the injuries for us. Bucks back on first down. The quick out. They stop it just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread with the line. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. The Dukes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't hang on after the hit. It'll be 4th down.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their defense came up with a big stop. Now to see if they can turn it into points. Carr on play action. That pass is incomplete. They'll need a lunch on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Throws for the tight end. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and 1. Still on his feet. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And 3rd and long, the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. A pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, with a 2-2 offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
a look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you've got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! Fired in from the of the score. The 18 unit on the field. How in the world did he miss that? So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Williams. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Well, guys, we told you the defensive front would be the story of the game, and it has been. They have been relentless getting after the quarterback, in control of that line of scrimmage. Guys just ran out on the sideline after that last sack and said, they can't hold us. Let's see if they continue to assert their dominance here in this game.
Probably going to pull my starter here in a little bit.
Thank you. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Carr fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit and forcing that incompletion.
2nd and long here. Again, it's Carr. Turns out it's Washington. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Carr. Got his man to the left. Into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game, who's winning, who's getting separation on the outside, who they feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage. This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
That ball scoops through the back of the end zone.
Changing quarterbacks. I said I'm changing quarterbacks.
Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm and off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Turns it on in midfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Dukes are rolling down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Dukes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires it incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. The 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But the defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point is good. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they rained down at the 12-yard line.
service.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Here comes the heat. Across the 25, he's got room. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down.
I haven't seen anything on the short batteries. I'm not going to meet you all. Didn't go down there.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game like that.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on fourth down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. Right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back and bite you right in the eye.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it in his He makes the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive lines, try to move around the way, to get a run game going, square those balls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Time that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That's just
That's not the way they wanted to win the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Rails to win this drive, 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Drops back on first down. It's picked off. That's number 10. He was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have a first down at the 30. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Play action on first down. On target over the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. First and 10 from the 31. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Washington. Caught, and he's close to the first down. Nice pick up there. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to
Fourth
completion.
quarter, bud.
It's the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. Defense is there looking to stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep, cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Got his man. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more before a minute trip to the house.
It hasn't been called guys offensively all game long. Who's been on the field? What personnel rookies they've been? They're simply executing at a higher level to this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
Well, it certainly can't. I think one good way to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion. Back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy game. Maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Back in motion, trying to clear the big. Unloads to the wideout. Just barely got rid of it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for the quarterback. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. I think you're going to have a chance to line up the scoreboard. They're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this offense, man, it's just been one of those days. And they're not going to want to watch the tape. They haven't put up a bunch of points. They're getting scored on the line. It's one of those days you want to forget. And adding a drop to the tally is just a cherry on the top.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Tight end now in motion.
DP1 versus truck. It should be it.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably won't quit. Actually, you probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bringing it back. Finally brought down the water play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Makes a grab down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get into the ground with the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the defense. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to keep that shot.
You definitely don't need to. You can block or run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rubbing in your face, eat that. I don't like that coach.
They had the big way to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves to change it at the 22.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to it. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that's why you got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on you.
They were able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
You there, bud?
Motion from the back. Quick give. Oh,
Anything else
and
was
in
a
the
good
backfield,
good.
he goes free on the
They got
play.
to down street over and make sure that have a
They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like. Jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen,
You there, bud?
they're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable
Hello?
for this offense.
The Dukes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your
You there?
drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Off play action on first down. And the defense forced
There's only 5 minutes left.
deflection.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Press headed down, going up top. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. Got it first down at the 42. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a lunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Wants to throw one first. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Inside the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense gets it done with that huge interception
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a short catch.
January.
James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he's got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300.
Touchdown, James Madison. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll go to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on this sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The Irish, after the chunk plate from the air, back to the line. Drops back on 1st down. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll set up the throw. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Look out! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This defense has kept him backed up now 1 stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Send the tight end in motion. Sells to one, looking to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
The physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Give to the running back. And they didn't get it forward and edge. Defense wins the battle up front. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much of this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And of course,
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On play action. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got the quick pass.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in the game to make a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball in your hand quickly, but the timing.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmys and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed.
That's going to do it for us here. David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, Tommy Rowe. I'm Rich Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.